Heather, the spiritually nurtured mother. I'm going to just briefly talk about um, a huge paradigm shift that we have been going through for quite some time now, and the thoughts that I just received on this paradigm, about this paradigm shift. So, I know that, oh, sorry about that. I know that I am going, I am a part of a new paradigm shift that is in the divine feminine, as many of you feminine beings have known. We have been going through this for quite a while. And so the shift that I'm really a part of is in the realm of parenting with this divine feminine. Um, and because I know that I am a part of the shift because I was raised with the old, and I knew that I had different ideas than anything that I was exposed to. And when I had my own child, even in utero, I knew I was not going to be doing things the same way that I experienced them. So the way I experienced them, I term like the old, and the way I am doing them now with my daughter is the new. And so because that old is embedded in me, because that's the way I was parented, it is embedded. And so those old thoughts, beliefs, and patterns, ways of being, um, are a part of my subconscious. And if anyone has had experience with trying to rewire their brain, then you know it can be tricky, and it is moment by moment by moment. And so that is where this comes in. It's like I am changing this paradigm moment by moment, thought by thought, right, during my parenting. And it's like, if you're a parent, you already know that parenting is such a challenge. And to be like shifting your old beliefs and bringing in new is shifting all on its own. So, I mean, is challenging all on its own. I mean, you have to be hyper vigilant, have awareness, and just keep going at it, right? Moment by moment, thought by thought, and be so diligent. And so you put those two things together, and I'm sure you can imagine, especially if you are doing this yourself. So this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. It's a marathon, and if you have run a marathon or you know any marathon runners, you know that breaks are essential. Care, self-care is essential. Hydration, right, is essential. It's amazing to me. If we are not hydrated and you're chronically dehydrated, what that does to you, what that does to your mind, what that does to your body. I mean, water is so, so important. And I want to also just finish up here by saying that we are, as I stated earlier, we have been going through the divine feminine, as anyone who is awake knows. Any female, and maybe males who feel the divine feminine within them, we know that this has been going on for decades, right? Decades. When I clear out and pass and transmute some of this these paradigms, these old beliefs. I mean, it is a peeling away of layers. It's like, oh, I finally got rid of that just to discover another layer. So it has been going on, okay, and I know that others have felt this. And so it's just really becoming more and more clear to me that that as I am clearing out my old beliefs and replacing them with this new paradigm of parenting, that is a new perspective of parenting and your role as a parent. That's what I'm bringing in, is this new perspective. And so my daughter, for example, is experiencing that when I am able to implement the new and bring in the new. My daughter can experience that. And so she is also then a part of this shift. She will have some of the old in her, and she will experience a lot of new. And it also is in conjunction with the full moon that is coming up. It is really going, I think, in the next couple weeks to a month, we will really be feeling the new paradigm, like seeing it in manifestation form, in a sense form, like with our senses. We will start to really have what we like to call evidence of this new paradigm coming in to be laid for the future generations. A completion, a solidifying of it, and that is super exciting for me. And I just want to remind everyone that's going through this that it's major work, major transformation. It is intense, it is deep, and you are not alone. And just to remember that if you are aware that it's a marathon, then you can pace yourself. That's important, right, in a marathon. And also just, I think, realizing these things, we can be aware of how much we've already done and where we've already come from. But not staying there, not focusing on that, just remembering, bringing it into our awareness long enough to help it propel us, to keep us going. So, to share part of my rejuvenation with you, water. So I bless you from my heart on this journey. May you reach new heights as you are a part of this shifting paradigm as well. And thank you for joining me on this journey.